makeup look better, sit better, and last longer. But for me and my household, if you have been taught that, please just teach yourself if that is English. So, like the title has said, we're going to be talking about some fun things after you have cleaned your face, like in my previous video. If after you have applied moisturizer, after you have applied sunscreen, what next? If you're going to wear makeup, I want you to leave a comment right now. I know this might sound basic, honey, but I know a lot of people on the personal. I meet a lot of people as a makeup artist that will actually go ahead and put their makeup right after washing their face and applying the moisturizer. Now, while I am not saying that this is totally wrong, this is my opinion. I feel that there is something that you need to put on your skin before you go ahead into makeup products, okay? The magic product that you need to put on your skin before foundation, before powder, before anything makeup is what? What? Let me hear it. Is what? A primer. Have you tried painting your house without putting a primer? You do know that they sell primers before you can actually paint your walls. You don't just go and get paint and start to paint. What will happen? That paint might start to wear off. What will happen? That paint might not look right on your wall. The same thing. Primers are there to help your makeup look better, sit better, and last longer. Depending on your skin type, there are different types of primer. So I've just kind of told you why you need a primer. Now, if you don't feel like you need a primer for various reasons, the silicone, the ingredients in it, that's fine. You know, do whatever works for you. If your makeup is lasting without primer, hey. But for me and my household, we gonna use primer, honey. Okay, it is just what it is, honey. Primer has worked for me. He has worked for my clients. Are different types of primers. We have eye primers. We also have lip primers, and again, they have the following in common. They will help your eyeshadow sit right in the case of an eye primer, and they will help your lip color sit right in the case of a lip primer, and they will also help your eyeshadow last longer for those of us that have oily eyelids, as you can see, and it will also help your lip color last longer. Okay, so these are the reasons why you need a primer. Oh, examples of eye primers. Fenty makes one. This is Amalewa Cosmetics. Amalewa Cosmetics also makes one. All right. We also have Juvia's Place, of course. We have Juvia's Place is always a part of the party. Okay, this is Eye Prep Eye Prime. I also have this from Give Me Glow, and so many other things. They help to keep your eyeshadow on. I also have one lip primer. I don't always use it, but this is the e.l.f. lip lock or lock on lip primer. This is really good to keep your lip color on. Now, there are different types of skin. Okay, you have dry skin, you have normal skin, you have combination skin. Dry skin, no pores showing. Okay, you see the lines a lot. The skin is a little bit flaky. I know this because I've dealt with that type of skin. So if you've noticed this, you have dry skin, and it might not be your fault. It might be genes, okay? It might be your eating habits. It might be smoking, drinking. I don't know, whatever reason you find yourself with dry skin. You just got to do what you got to do, okay? You have to hydrate that skin. That skin is dehydrated, honey. Okay, so you need to use a primer that is what? Hydrating. And I have two recommendations because these are from my kit, guys. I went to digging deep. I went to dig into my makeup artist kit, into my kits. She went to my mama's kit, okay? All right, so these two are great. This is the Lawless Set the Stage. This is Lawless Set the Stage Hydrating Primer. I don't know if it's showing. And this is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Hydrating Primer. These are really good for dry skin. For me, I use two primers on my face. That's just on GP, general practice. I use two primers. Then you have oily skin, them pores show up, honey. honey, okay? Oily skin is great because if you're aging, it's not gonna show because the lines don't show, but the skin is oily. Makeup tends to kind of, slip and slide, slip and slide, slip. They need mattifying primers. They still need moisturizers. Do not be deceived. You need moisturizer even if you have oily skin. They need mattifying primers, okay? Mattifying primers like the Becca. This is great. This is great for oily skin. This is great. This is a NYX can't stop, won't stop mattifying primer. This thing will keep your face dry. Stay Matte, Rimmel London. These are drugstore. Milani Prime Shield is a mattifying primer. It's really, really good too. And we also have, of course, the Makeup Forever, honey. Okay, for my bougie sisters, Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. This will keep you matte, baby. Now for me, we are going to be using combination skin stuff, okay? Combination skin means around the U-zone, I'm dry or normal. The U-zone, cheeks, mouth, and eyes. The U-zone is dry or normal. The T-zone, the forehead, the nose, the chin gets oily after a few hours of applying makeup. If that's the case with you, you have what? Combination skin. But fear not, I have the right medicine just for you, honey. Okay, for me right now, like I told you, I'm a prostitute with makeup, okay? I'm a prostitute. I like my variety, okay? But they work. Let me tell you what works for me, okay? I use the Juba Cosmetics for now. This is the Juba Cosmetics mattifying poreless primer, so it does two things for me. This is a Nigerian brand, but it is awesome. I use my makeup on, but in conjunction with that, I always use a gripping primer to make that makeup stay on. Now, of course, a gripping primer can be used for dry skin, for oily skin. It just helps to keep that makeup on. Milk Hydro Grip is an excellent, perfect example, okay? But these are the drugstore. I don't have it right now. I think mine is finished. These are the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip, and this is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. This is great. These two are great gripping primers in my opinion, and they work for me. So I use these two in conjunction. Sometimes if I'm in the mood, I could use these two in conjunction. This is the one size blurring primer. This will blur my pores, and it also keeps your makeup on, okay? With combination skin, you can play around with primers, okay? Find what works for you. I like that. And also, this is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. These are good for pores. I can use them together. I could use these two together, okay? It works. It works. And if I want to, I could use these two together. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish. This is a great primer. Cosmetics mattifying poreless primer. Okay, so here goes. I am so sorry this was rather chatty, but this is for information purposes. So I like this. One thing about primer, I do not let it touch right here, okay? I don't need primer under my eyes. This is an anti-aging secret. I'm telling you, you don't need primer because these primers are strong now. They're not here to play. And since I have combination skin, I make sure to cover that nose, okay? Stay away from under the eyes. You do not need primer under your eyes. If you have been taught that, please just teach yourself. If that is English, primer are not needed under the eyes. If you don't want to look like your grandmother. Now I have put that. It does look a little bit white at first, but it will dissipate with time. All right, now I'm going to use the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer around my face. I'm going to let it sit, okay? I'm not going to use it immediately. If I don't have time, then I will go ahead and use a fan on my face. But I think I have time because I want to talk to you guys. So while I talk, it's going to, sit right. I want to show you some other primers that you might have. You have the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is the matte putty primer. I've barely made a dent in this. I'm going to just pat that in, okay, because I don't want to disturb what I've already done, baby, okay? And now I'm ready for my makeup. I'm going to let this sit and now I'm ready for my makeup. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, just do one of these 3 things. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like if you haven't liked, and leave a comment. I will be so happy if you do. Thank you for watching.